Hi, it's 116 Pigeon website. My name is Ruby in Kawen. Today's subject is feeding and managing. We're gonna share with you the racing loft and the racing system here in this loft. We are here in Belgium, West Flanders, visiting Marc and Geert Pollin.
Ni hao, hallo. We are Marc and Geert Pollin. We are very amused that we can show our loft and our pigeons to all of you.
When do you build the loft?
The loft is here from many generations. My father's father, my grandfather, he already raised pigeons on this location. At the end of the 60s, early 70s, my father started here. First they had two different sections for my grandfather and my father, but when my grandfather died, we start building it bigger and bigger up till the accommodation it is now.
What distance that you mainly race, you focus on?
Yeah, the races we are, let's say, specialized on is the 1 day long distance. That's between 600 and 800 kilometers. These are the races starting from but we try to breed a kind of all-round pigeon. Let's say they have to perform from 300 kilometers up till 1000 kilometers on the same family. If pigeons are on their best on 500 kilometers, they stay on that distance. We can have, for example, two brothers, that one is good on the 400, 500 kilometers and the one on the other on the 800 kilometers. So we try to find out what's the best distance for each pigeon.
Geert, could you please show us around the loft?
Yeah. First of all, welcome, and I do a short introduction about our loft. These lofts are for our widowoods, old birds and yearlings. As you see, every section has a different color. Also, the cocks on it have this color, so very easy for us to know which pigeon belongs to which loft. Further on, over there, you find the lofts of the youngsters. The youngsters are in 4 different sections, all depending their age. Further on, the 2 lofts are also widowoods and racing pigeons.
Also old and yearling cock.
Old and yearlings, yeah.
Then how do you separate the 2 lofts? From that loft to the other?
No. Once a yearling comes on the loft, it stays his whole career on the same loft. When we lose yearling or old birds during the season, the next season is replaced by a yearling. So once they are on the widowwood loft, they stay on the same loft the whole career. We saw the lofts of the racing team, old birds, yearlings and youngsters. We own also some aviaries. Here are the aviary of the widowwood hens. The hens, every cock is paired to a hen with a ring number that we know which hen belongs to which cock. Important as for us is that the hens, they stay a whole day outside. They just come inside eating, drinking and then back outside, just to avoid that they couple together.
For the racing system, could you explain to us like how you race?
Yeah, we play mostly with old birds and yearlings. We race only cocks, and we play on the widowwood system. For the, let's say, less than about 500 kilometers, we race them every fortnight, every 14 days. the longer races 3 weeks or maybe even 4 weeks between the two races.
Then do you also raise the young bird or they are just for training?
Yeah, we raise the young birds, but there is no pressure on. We don't motivate them extra. It's a part of a training process, experience that they have to do to become yearling, to become old bird.
How many races you have in the loft?
Yeah, we have our yearlings and old birds are under each other. So on every loft we have old birds and we have yearlings. And we raise 80 all together.
That's only cock?
Only cock, yeah.
Okay. Then how about young bird? How many races you breed in the beginning?
Yeah. We breed about 120 young birds for racing training in 4 different age categories, 4 lofts. Yeah.
Please.
Now we have a look inside the Widwood section. 5 sections and they all are on the same base. Like I mentioned before, we are here now in the blue section. Every cock has a blue ring.
Then it's all the racing cocks stay the loft all the time, all the year?
No. After racing season finished, we breed a round of late breds. And when the youngsters are ready and we separate them, then they go to aviary. And they stay there up till the start of the racing season. This because we introduce yearlings to the loft and then we are afraid of fighting, and also we think when they are outside they in the winter they get strength more, they build up power for the next season.
When will you bring the racing cocks inside the racing loft?
Yeah, we bring them back end of March, beginning of April, depending on the weather. Then we couple up again with their hen and start the training sessions up to the races.
How do you train your old bird before the season starts?
Yeah, before the racing season we couple up, and once they are together we do training by car, let's say 3-4 times before the real racing starts.
How far you go by car?
About 80 kilometers.
When season starts, during the season, how do you train the old bird?
Yeah, once the racing starts, we don't train them anymore by car. It's then only the club racing system. But every morning they fly out here for 1 hour and every evening 1 hour.
For the training part, the young bird training, how do you train them?
Yeah. The first training sessions we do by our car. We try to we build up the kilometers and from 100 kilometer on they go on the races here. Let's say up to the national racing, but for us young bird racing we participate, but for us it's not so important. We see it more as a training, as a doing up experience to become a yearling, to become old bird.
Then how many times you feed for the racers?
Yeah. We feed once a day after the training in the evening, and we give full food. They always have food available because we believe that a pigeon, he chooses what his body needs at a very specific moment.
Could you share the feeding of the racers to us, please?
For all our pigeons, we use the food of Verzele Laha. We are convinced about their quality of their food. For our racing team, we use the sport mixture. Very, how we say it, foods with balanced foods who give them power to building up power after a race and prepare them for the next race.
So all the season use the same mixture?
Yeah.
And how do you mobilize the racers?
Yeah. Before the race, we never show hen. But the hen is ready in the nest box when the cock comes home. So next to there is a bowl with a hen, and if the bird comes home, we open and they are together.
And how long the hens can stay with the cock?
We don't time it, but we look how the condition was on the race. If it is a hard race, the hen can stay longer. If it was an easy race, we don't let them so long. Also, depending on the hardness of the race and the distance.
For the supplement of the racers, what do you give them?
Yeah, on daily basis, and that's, I mean, daily 365 on 365, our Widwoods have kokabam in their drinks. Kokabam is a kind of kefir, and we believe that it works like a kind of a vitamin. It makes the pigeon stronger, it makes the pigeon healthier, it makes the pigeon more resistant against any kind of diseases that can come on the loft.
Other than this, you use something else?
The normal minerals, the grit, but otherwise we don't give any more extras.
Will you use medicines for pigeons?
We use medicine, but only on advice of the veterinary. We don't cure blind our pigeons because if they don't have any disease, why treat only on advice of the veterinary?
During the season, is there some specific thing you pay attention of?
Not specific things we do, but we make sure that the Widwoods are always calm, that there is not much action going on the loft. They are quiet, and then so they can build up power and for the next race.
So how many cocks in one section?
Each section has 12 birds, so that's not so many on the loft, but we like them to be open, to have space for their own.
If you like our video, please like, subscribe and share. See you next time.
Bye bye.